So in today's video, let's see how to use the Tailor Book application, how to create measurements and view views and invoices. Talking about the video, first you have to set up your account. For this, you have to click on My Shop, and in it you can enter your name, mobile number, fill in whatever details you have. Here your shop name and country code is required to fill, and we will talk about workers and fabrics later. Let's talk, and now let's look at how to add a client. For this, you have to click on the plus icon. Now you have to name your client and fill the number and client's address. Now, what is your client's stitching has to be done? They have to be selected, and after that, its quantity has to be increased, and you have to decree. If your quantity you want to enter manually, then long click on the plus or minus icon and insert your value here. Now you have to do this work like shirt and pants. Set here. The price is there. You set your price. How much do you charge for stitching? Now you need to click next and add your client's photo, clothing photo, and set a delivery date reminder. The reminder is essentially a notification. You can optionally set the date when you plan to start stitching. Then it will show you the total amount here, along with its details. Enter your advance amount here. If you're not satisfied with your client's measurements, you can customize them by going to the settings. After the measurements, if you want to add any extra notes, you can do that as well. After writing the notes and clicking Save, an invoice will be automatically generated, which you can see in front of you. Now you can send this invoice to your client via WhatsApp or print it. Now let's see how to view this client's measurement. For this, you need to click on the client and then click on Full View. After that, you'll see the client's measurements and basic details. To edit the invoice, click on Edit. And if your client has made a payment, you can record it manually. Click and save the amount. You can click on the three dots here for other options. Invoice option is here, and we can discuss the profile view later. To share the measurements, select any shirt or pants. Then you can print out the measurement and give your text. There is an edit option here if you want to change the measurement. You can edit it. Now we can see our client is pending. How do we merge the pending with complete data? If our stitching is complete, then how do we switch to complete? For this, click on the class here and then click Move to Complete. In this, you have to set the amount of complete amount. Fill up the amount here for how many fabrics you have stitched. The data will transfer to complete as soon as you save. As can seen here, our data has been transferred to complete. Now let's see what happens when the client comes to our shop to collect his shirt. How do we transfer the client's completed data to the delivered date? Currently, one cloth is ready to be delivered. You have to click on. On clicking, as we can see now, there are 2 items in progress, and we've delivered one to the client, and similarly, will complete the remaining work in progress and then transfer it to delivery. This process is very straightforward. Once you try it, you'll easily here you can also view their record. So in this system, we can track their history, including the date their data was delivered. Additionally, if there's a payment due, we can update that as well. Now let's look at how to add workers to our shop. For this, you need to go to My Shop and then to Worker Management. Here, you'll see an option. Do you have workers in shop, which you need to enable? After that, if your shop has separate workers for cutting and stitching, you can turn on this. We'll enable this feature and select our separate cutting and stitching workers, then save it. After saving, if you also sell fabric in your shop, you should turn on this feature as well. Do you sell fabric in your shop? And if you apply tax, there's an additional option here that you should select. After enabling the worker, we'll now add the data for a new customer. If you've edited the worker's settings, it won't apply to existing customers. Here's where we add a new client or customer. You can see that the worker's icon has appeared here too. If you click on the client, you'll see assign work here. It's currently showing as pending. Click on it. We don't have any workers yet, so we need to add our worker first. For this, you'll find the option either in Settings or right here under Work Management. Click on this. There aren't any workers here right now, so click Add New Worker. Here you can either save to contacts or enter the worker's name and mobile number. Click Continue, then select which gender your worker will work for and what type of work they'll do, cutting or stitching. Then continue. Now set the price as you see fit. I'm just putting in a random price here. After entering the price, click Save. I'll save it now, and then you need to go back. Here, you'll need to assign work and select your work. The worker's name will appear here along with their rate, quantity, and total price. Then it's now in the cutting section. You can easily assign all the fabrics to your worker from here. It's very simple to assign work. Try it once and you'll see how easy it is. Now I'll quickly complete everything here so our data will automatically appear in the complete section. Only turn on the worker feature if you actually have workers in your shop. Here you can also view the worker's history, which fabrics you've assigned to which work. You can easily view this. Now I'll show you once again how to move items from pending to complete and from complete to delivered. To view your worker's profile, click on the three dots and select Work Management. Then select your work. This list of completed work has appeared, showing how much work in fabric this worker has completed. You can also check the pending list here. If you want to edit your worker's price, click on Price here, where you can make the changes. Now let's look at how to pay a work. Click on Payout here. Enter the amount, and if you want to add a message, you can write a note or message in this field. After entering all this information, click Save. You can add as many workers as you need to your shop. Now this has been updated. Let's check the payment history. It's showing the payment history right here. We can also edit the worker's profile here. Now let's see how to view a client's profile and all their featured. We'll go to the client's profile section and select your client here. And after selecting, you have view profile, their measurement, and in their history profile, you can edit their name, number, and see the measurement and in history how many times one of your clients came to get stitching done in your shop, their date, and what stitching they had done. You can see it by clicking inside, and from here we can reuse the data. If the client or customer visits his shop again, then his already existing shirt and pant measurement can be used again. For this, you have to click on Reuse and select whatever stitching you want to do here and fill their quantity and then click on Next. Then here your already existing measurement will be automatically filled here. Then you can use their save by filling the basic details. After saving, come to the client profile again and see the profile. Then here another active order has come from today's date and has also been added to the history. Now we see in Invoice what are the features in Invoice. Then go to the invoice by clicking on the three dots here and here. All the invoices of your client are here. In Pay High All Invoice, if you want to create your custom invoice, then click on Custom Invoice here or swipe and then click on Create New Invoice. After that, fill the name, number, address of any new customer and what is the item here. If their item name is any fabric, then you select Add Field 2. Then fill the name and length of the fabric in the meter and here the price of 1 meter. Or after filling the price of 1 meter, it will automatically calculate the total price and come in your real time and then click on Create. Here your custom invoice has been created. You can share it with the customer.
Yeah, how long is this? What? Yeah, let them on you. See it like that. Or what is it more sensitive?